I'm gonna pat him out.
Yeah, no, put him in the car.
Raided by federal agents in Los Angeles as well as Star Island.
And we're now seeing body camera video after a member of his entourage was arrested here in South Florida. Local 10 News reporter Annalise Garcia is live in Miami Beach with the details. Annalise.
Hey, Christy, Syra. So that's not all. Some new documents were released today in a civil suit that were amended this morning, and it involves some serious allegations, including sex trafficking, drugs, guns, not only against Diddy, but against his son, that alleged mule that you were just talking about, and another superstar, Cuba Gooding Jr. But again, the new piece to this puzzle here visually is that body camera video. Let's take you over to that video so you can see for yourself. Now, this is Brendan Paul. He was arrested for possession of cocaine and marijuana gummies, and this is unrelated to that larger investigation by the feds, but Paul is named one of several civil lawsuits filed against Diddy as a drug mule working for the music mogul. So this arrest that you're seeing is separate from all of that, just for possession of these drugs, marijuana and cocaine. So now over at Diddy's home, still no sight of him all morning long. Driveway with umbrellas open to conceal the home. Our cameras rolling as Diddy's private jet is taxied away at Opelika's airport, yet still no sign of the superstar days after federal agents raided both his LA and Miami homes. The attention comes after both East and West Coast homes of 54-year-old were raided.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as it broke into the news today that the guy, Brendan Paul, some of y'all might have known him before for playing basketball at Syracuse, who was arrested when Diddy Homes got raided for having drugs at the airport, as he is named in the lawsuit as well as Diddy's drug mule, will not be charged and have everything dropped from what happened at the airport out in Opelika. Now, we've seen it break everywhere, every news site, every news station, and major networks all the way down to YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Everybody was covering Diddy Homes being raided as expected. But I put those two clips there to clarify what happened then and what's going on now. And as you heard, him being arrested with those drugs at the airport and everything that day is unrelated, had nothing to do with in itself what went on with the lawsuit. The lawsuit is civil. It is not criminal, meaning somebody filed this on their own. Now, what has happened with the raid, that's a whole nother separate thing going on now. We still ain't seen no details. We ain't seen no facts and none of that other sort. When you hear the word mule, a lot of people think that that automatically means, hey, this dude is moving big bricks. They got some type of drug operation going on where Diddy is smuggling people, smuggling guns, and it's all that, when he really just got arrested for a simple possession and didn't even have a prior record. And a write-up for TMZ says this: Diddy's alleged mule, Brendan Paul, struck a good deal in his drug case because he ain't going to be doing any time behind bars, TMZ has learned. Brendan's attorney, Brian Bieber, tells us Brendan accepted the prosecutor's offer to permit his entry into the diversion program, which, after completion, the case against him will be dismissed in its entirety. A rep for the Miami-Dade state attorney confirms this as well, telling TMZ this was a standard offer to a nonviolent defendant with no priors who was arrested for a possession case instead of a much more serious trafficking case. The rep confirms Brendan has enrolled in a drug diversion program, which should last about 6 months. Technically, the case and charge are still pending until the course is completed, but there'll be no jail time or probation if Brendan completes the course without issue. This seems like a best case scenario for BP, who was charged with the felony drug charge in April. TMZ broke the story. Brendan was slapped with 1 felony count of drug possession following his March arrest at the Miami Opelika Executive Airport. Brendan, who previously worked as Diddy main assistant, was booked after authorities allegedly found cocaine and marijuana candy in his bag during a search. The arrest notably occurred at around the same time as raids on the rap mogul's Los Angeles and Miami's homes as part of an investigation into recent allegations of sex trafficking, illegal gun possession, and more. And I do want to make this clear. Diddy has said he's innocent of all these things. Once again, it's not a criminal case. And the things that we are seeing in the media, this ain't coming from Homeland Security. This ain't coming from the feds. This ain't coming from the police when it comes to the write-ups that the news publications are reading. They're directly coming from the lawsuit of Lil Rod. And with that being said, I will stand firm on this again. I don't know who carrying drugs or not carrying drugs. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. All I questioned was Lil Rod's motive for the simple fact he said that he was groomed to deal with men in a sexual way multiple times. Meaning, hey, he said he was holding cameras for Diddy and them doing sexual acts, that they groomed him into doing this and dealing with Cuba Gooding Jr. At that time, I said, fam, there's no way in the world a grown man is doing anything sexual with a grown man multiple times unless he wants to. It's no, hey man, do this or you're gonna get fired, or do this or I'm gonna cut you off out the record business, or nothing like that. You still making a choice. If that was the case, which I don't believe it, you chose the opportunity, you chose the money that went against your morals or principles. That's not grooming. That's, you have a choice to walk away, my nigga. If a nigga not putting you, y'all know what this is already. Some of y'all are still trying to debate me with this, and women, they don't have dick and balls, so I don't expect them to get it. But you niggas who try to defend this, I'm talking about grown men. We're not talking about kids. Obviously, we're not talking about kids. I'm talking about niggas who choose to let niggas fondle them, tamper with them, and play with them, and get paid for it. Choose that way out because they don't want to say no, and they don't want to grind and just go through the struggle. But then when it get bad for them or it don't work out, oh, I'm a victim. Nigga, you're not a victim. Nigga, you a volunteer. It is what it is. And it's sad that I got to even differentiate that we're not talking about kids or teenagers or niggas who've been beat up and taken advantage of or rape. This is a dude who said he did this while hanging with them multiple times for years. So whatever. That part of the lawsuit is trash. Then later on, we come to find out what went on with the judge, and now they removed Lucian Grange, the Universal CEO, from the lawsuit as well. And now this is the latest update. The alleged drug mule in this lawsuit has now been cleared of these felony charges. He's going to be able to get that off his record, and y'all getting it directly from these sources and the representation out there. And I had a links in the description from WLPG, Local 10 News in Florida, and Channel 7 as well, and from TMZ, where y'all can read that in full, and there's several other write-ups online. But tell me what y'all think, man. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.